Alright, we are watching The Truth About Performative Males. They're Not the Problem by Player Tag. Look, I'm not against it, right? I'm not against it. These guys can do it if they enjoy it. That's kind of my opinion. Like, if you trying things out and you think it's something you like, that you enjoy doing, stick with it. Alright, but it gets to a point.
Performative males have taken over the internet by storm lately. Basically, these are niggas who act in a way that they think will get them more girls, which is kind of crazy. Like, this really shouldn't even be no internet topic. Like, imagine nigga walk up to you in real life and say, bro, this nigga trying to get girls. Are you gay? What the hell? Yes, I'm acting in a way so I can get women. Yes, what the fuck? But nah, the most default standard loadout for one of these.
Nah, what it is you gotta, you can't, deceive them to a point. I mean, if you're just trying to crack it, whatever, I guess. If you want to be that type of person, who cares, right? Do you. Everybody is their own person. If that's who you are, that's who you are. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Type niggas on the internet right now is baggy pants, crop tee, tote bag, matcha in one hand, feminist literature in the other. Now, if you've watched any other video on performative males on the internet, you'll know that most videos are simply dunking on these niggas. However, I think a lot of these criticisms are pretty undeserved. So hit the like button, watch to the end of the video as I explain why you are and should be a performative male. I alluded to this in the beginning, but bruh, firstly, I gotta say being a performative male is completely.
Wait a minute. I think I get what he's about to say. I mean, even just being the tough guy, you got to perform. If you're trying to be that guy, you got to do things to intimidate.
Normal. Being a performative person in general is completely normal. Literally everybody performs. When you get pulled over while driving, you're not finna be talking to the police officer like you talk to your friends when you're on the game. You might morph into a whole different person. You're gonna be showing facial expressions that you never even thought was in you. Using words that you didn't even know was in your vocabulary. Good evening, officer. Nigga, you don't even tell your parents good evening. This is literally the same thing as being a performative male, but I've never seen nobody on the internet say you shouldn't use any tact when dealing with the police. You should be completely authentic and risk getting body slammed out your vehicle. When it comes to situations like this, people generally understand that when you have a goal in mind.
Lil Baby's body cam clip. Did he go to jail? I gotta know if he went to jail.
It's okay to be performative. When there's no added benefit to being completely authentic, it's generally understood that you have a pass to be performative. I knew I was speeding. I'm not trying to get this ticket. I'm finna be as nice as possible. And this really ain't nothing new. When you go to a job interview, you automatically switch into performance mode. I'm eager to learn. I resonate deeply with the company's mission statement. It's like, bruh, 30 minutes ago, you didn't even know Kroger had a mission statement. Why does Kroger have a mission statement? And everybody knows that that's a performance. Like, even the interviewer understands that you're not dedicating your entire existence to Kroger, but y'all just continue the performance. With this in mind, I'm really surprised.
I think when you do get a job, you almost kind of are dedicating your whole life to that job.
Surprised that this is a topic on the internet. Like, bruh, you're telling me I can perform for some lame ass job, but I can't perform to get no hoes? Now, for those of you who still look down on performative behavior, I want to let you know you're probably not safe neither. It's probably a nigga right now typing out in the comments how he's not performative, but even they're performative to a certain degree. If you don't believe me, compare how niggas talk on the game with their friends versus how they talk when females around. You would think a nigga just ate a handful of melatonin gummies how deep his voice get. Niggas who go from making such jokes and giggling with you to telling you how they got more bodies than King Von, more money than Jeff Bezos, and more intellectual and artistic prowess than Da Vinci. This is probably the most common representation of the quote-unquote performative male, which is literally just niggas trying to get hoes. But you're probably not gonna see a nigga in real life rocking the whole performative loadout simply because that method is patched. That performance no longer achieves the desired result. But making your voice deeper, chilling out with the jokes, overinflating your success in a given field, these methods of performativeness are timeless.
Join the Discord. I got E-dates planned, DM breakdowns, hella fine. So get in there.
And every nigga has done it at one point or another, bro. Like, you watching this video, I know you did this shit, nigga. We've done this shit before. And it's not a bad thing, bro. We're literally just trying to get on the hose. But now that we've established the already existing performativeness in society, I want to really
just don't try to step on your bro or your friend and make your friend look bad just because you're trying to get a girl. Don't do that. All right? Don't be that guy.
established how performativeness should be judged going forward. Calling performative males corny or inauthentic isn't the accurate judgment. We don't look at actors and say that was a cool performance or that was a lame performance. We say it was good or bad. Kai Cenat is really the perfect example to illustrate this point. Niggas on the internet constantly talk about how inauthentic he is. Oh, he has a reaction stylist, laughing stylist, music rating stylist. He does too much, he's corny. Nigga, he's rich. Is he doing too much? Maybe. Is it cringe? Perhaps. But he was down bad broke living with rats and roaches in the Bronx. And now he's rich as hell living in a big ass fat ass mansion in Atlanta. His absolute result in life was better due to him performing. Him being inauthentic or corny or cringe or lame isn't really important to his absolute result in life. If a hood nigga goes to a job interview and performs in a way that allows him to get that job, that was a good performance. If a bland, uninterested nigga acts in a way that intrigues a female and allows him to crack, that was also a good performance. With this said, I'm surprised people are responding in this way to the performative males. Like, nigga, this is nothing new. You telling me you will perform to get a job, but not to crack a bitch, gang? Come on. Ain't gonna lie, gang, if you not willing to perform to crack, then you might be a B-side general, bro. Ain't gonna lie. Like, bro, really imagine a nigga came back in time and told you in 2 years the hoes gonna be biting on niggas who wear Converse. And
Someone's telling you, be yourself, bro. Just be yourself. No. You don't want to be yourself, because you don't actually learn who a person is until you spend a certain amount of time with them. Don't be like that. You do not want to be too comfortable.
you looked at him and was like, well, I don't care because I don't like Converse and I'm not gonna be performative.
Is this nigga serious?
What type of nigga would you have to be to just not buy the Converse, bro? Like, I don't want to be inauthentic, so I'm not gonna buy the Converse and get all the hoes. What the fuck? You want to be authentic so bad that you have a worse net outcome. I'm trying to get y'all niggas to understand, bro, when there's a desired outcome, you gotta perform in some way. Whether you're going for a job interview or trying to be the biggest streamer in the world, really think about it. If Kai Cenat was just being himself, he would not be streamer of the year. When there's something you want to accomplish, in this case getting women, there's undoubtedly a performative aspect to it. If you want to be a rapper, you gotta perform like you the hardest nigga on the planet or the gayest. If you want a certain job, you gotta perform like you're willing to give your soul away for the company. If you want to be a streamer, you gotta perform like you never heard music before. If you want to get women, you gotta perform as if you're gay. I don't know, bro. I don't understand the appeal of this specific archetype. Like, if I was choosing a performative male class, I don't know if
I don't understand, like, this one. I really don't understand this one. But I guess there's certain women that they're targeting now.
if I would land on this one. Maybe the disconnect comes in the geography. This seemed like more of a California or like New York meta. Someone tell me this shit really wouldn't work in Atlanta. So wrap up this video, the last thing I'm gonna say is you don't want to overplay the performance. That's really what burnt out the matcha, baggy pants, feminist literature method. These niggas was real life making this shit way too obvious. Who is genuinely going to a coffee shop to read? It don't take a 200 IQ detective to see who the imposter is. To better understand what a good and bad performance look like, take a look at these two clips.
Something's wrong. Are you serious? Look at this. Hey, get out of there! Hey, it's near our house. No, Dad, get out of there now! Dad, it's out of... No! No!
And you gonna get off his corners? You gonna leave his people be? Or you the one that's gonna find yourself a new plug?
You don't mean that shit?
The fuck I don't. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let you tear it down just cause you don't like the way another nigga talk.
I didn't even have to label the clips. We clearly could tell what the bad acting clip was. The reason why this is a horrible performance is we don't believe what this nigga Ice Cube is saying. We can tell that he's playing a character. But in Snowfall, I really believe that this British nigga is a drug lord. You want your performance to be as natural as possible. That's why you gotta pick a performative archetype that kinda already fits your character. It's like how The Rock only take roles to where he just a swole-eyed nigga being everybody else. That lines up perfectly with what he already looks like and acts like. Imagine YoungBoy in the default performative male loadout. There's just way too much of a contrast for it to be believable. That's why Lil Durk got picked up by the feds. They weren't going for that cheerful, all my life shit. But that's all I got for this one. Like the video, subscribe if you learned something, and let me know in the comments if you would go all bad with hoes perpetually to maintain your authenticity. But nah, with that being said, thanks for watching. I'm gonna catch y'all.
Nah, truth is, just be yourself, bro. All right? You don't gotta be this performative person. You gotta learn how to be yourself. You don't want to be yourself. Gotcha. No, you gotta learn how to be yourself to an extent. Oh my God. Oh my God. Peace. W video.